Got G right here. He already sound like he on 96.3. He got the laugh down pack and everything. I said, this nigga watch too much Breakfast Club.
Hey,
That
we
nigga
be
got
here, we be
ha, ha,
here
ha.
watching everything.
All right, check it out now. Should be
This is love. All I got to see Reggie Day. I couldn't invite everybody to my wedding.
is back on the scene with us. What's going on?
Huh?
No, I'm talking to, there we go, we live.
Okay. Yeah, it just came.
Make sure I ain't got nothing in my beard. I just ate some steak and shake. Why did?
Hold on.
Ah, there's my thing right there. Yo. It's your boy G, and we back in the building, man, with another episode of Couch Talk 1 of 1. And it's a special episode. Man, it's got my boy. He's like I ain't gonna say like family, he family. You know what I'm saying? We finally got him on one of his visits to the crib. I got my boy Sadell Moss in the building. What's up, fam? What's up?
What's going on, G?
Oh man, chilling. And as always, y'all know he's behind the camera, mastermind and everything. Beat Thrash, man, 1 of 1. Y'all know how it is. What up, fam?
What it do, family?
Man, we back. Man, so we gonna start with you, man. What's going on with life?
Life right now, it's at an amazing point. I'm about to get married tomorrow, so
Congratulations. You nervous, man? How you feeling about it?
nah, I ain't nervous.
No nerves, no nothing. Okay.
How could you be?
Right. She's that one, so it's like, hey, let's go ahead and do it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what's going on with you, man? Like, we was talking. I know we got the game stuff going on. You got some ideas for your future and how you gonna make it profitable. Let us in on it. Tell us enough, but don't tell us everything.
Pretty soon I'll be broadcasting. Just a different way of getting different people's perspective, on music, a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world today. Possibly talk about, some of the current issues. Just another platform where people could just vibe at. They can get on there, listen to their favorite music, listen to what music's been released. If they haven't heard it, or if they have heard it, they could have some content to go along with it as far as visual. And, just chill with me.
Okay. So on your podcast, are you just gonna be doing like, because we Call of Duty all day, every day. Are you gonna be just doing Call of Duty, or are you gonna have other games on there just showing your skills and what's going all challengers? Or
First off, I'm a first-person shooter, so I definitely will be broadcasting Call of Duty, Search and Destroy, just giving out tips, going to different little parts on the board where people trying to figure out, I didn't know I could get up there, and then really just gameplay, man, just gameplay. Just getting a good game, and instead of reading the views, a person can actually see the views. Well, they could see it to actually give an honest view on it.
Okay. So, we already did a little drop, but just for the gamers who might click on here and want to see what you're talking about before you start it majorly, how can they find you on Instagram or on PlayStation? You know what I'm saying? Shoot them your gamer tag one more time while we doing this, so they can hop on there and just get a sneak peek at what you be doing.
All right, so look, if you want to follow me on Instagram, all you got to do is @Tedsport. Follow me. I do follow back. I'm not into who's following me, how many followers I got. I do pay attention to my followers because, like them and like myself, I like likes. So you add me, I'll add you back or request you. And if you want to follow me on YouTube, you just type in Moss745. I'm on PS4. Same as my gamer tag, Moss745.
Okay. So, man, y'all know who he is. If you're from the city, you know him. You know who he is. You know what it's about. I stay stand up. Throw that out there. So we're going to get into some topics, man, and, do what we do on Couch Talk. So Thrash, man, what you got for us, man? What's
Step
the first
up to the
one?
mic.
Yeah, man, step up to the mic, man. Do what you do.
What do you do, y'all, man? It's B Thrash 1of1. As you know, I got my family in the building.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to S Moss. You already know.
Thank you.
So, as y'all know, we hit y'all with the current events and the topics of everything that's going down, man. All right, so we gonna start off kind of on a light, serious note. Like, what y'all think about this hurricane? Everybody hyping up right now, like about to hit Texas and Florida. I think it's Texas and Louisiana. I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's that hit them like already. They already got one death, like a 14-year-old little girl. So, what was y'all doing in that situation? Basically, let me ask you that first.
I mean,
y'all can comment.
you know, we let the guest answer first, man, because
I just found out about the hurricane.
You just found out about it.
I ain't had no time to look at the news.
Oh, okay. So look, let me put you on the basically, it's this big ass hurricane like Katrina type.
Category 5
Yeah,
again.
like Katrina. And some people are being stubborn, like Katrina, they not leaving the crib. They like, all right, we're gonna thug it out. And now they already done had one little girl that, like a death, you know what I mean? This was as of like, maybe like 3 o'clock, so it might be something different now, because it's already done hit. What would y'all do, like, if y'all live there and they was telling y'all gotta evacuate? Y'all thugging it out or y'all didn't?
I'm gone.
I'm dipping. I'm gonna do exactly what is instructed. If they say you gotta go, this is what I'm doing. I'm packing up my essential things and I'm leaving.
You out?
The biggest thing is safety. No matter how strong your faith is, if a storm like that coming, you gotta go. We already seen the results of Katrina.
Yeah, Katrina wiped out the whole...
Look, man, it took the whole
It
city
took out a
out.
whole city.
Yeah, and do you think, like, okay, now, like, we getting all this crazy weather and the seasons is, like, mixing up and stuff like that, you think it's because of, like, us as humans doing it, or you think this was bound to happen anyway?
That's a whole nother topic.
I mean, we can go there, but
You got voting coming up. You got people in politics that ain't supposed to be there. You got conspiracy theories.
And what do
Like,
y'all think, too? Like, do y'all think it's humans messing, like...
hey, man, we can control a lot of stuff.
yeah, but weather you can't control.
The weather we can't, but so that's bound.
Right.
It's bound to happen, man. It just keeps coming. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It just keeps coming. I was on Instagram earlier, and a couple people had a picture up of where the hurricanes start from,
Yeah.
and bro, it'd be like literally off the coast of Africa and coming this way.
All right, you know I'm about to take it there.
Bruh.
You say it's coming from Africa, bro. Do you feel like
Hey man, it's them
karma?
it's them souls, bro. It's them
that's?
souls.
I've heard that too. Like I've heard it in a lot of different like books and then podcasts and stuff like that. That's what it is. Like it's us coming from over here, and it's that whole karma. You know what I mean?
Right, bro. It's just the
Because it's following the same path.
The trade route.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's in it. If you look at it, every time it don't start as soon as they find out about it, it's about to hit one of the ports. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like a category 4, and then once they get past them ports and it's coming to the United States, it's category 5 instantly.
Yeah.
So right, it's crazy. But the people I know in Florida that's on the areas where it's supposed to touch, they done start moving northern, and the people in like Texas I know, they done shot up to northern Texas or over to Arizona. They learned their lesson, so they dipped out this time.
Okay. And as my shooting in Arizona, man, so I know that's way different from Indy, right?
yeah, it's extremely different.
Like, what's one thing? Because I ain't never been to Arizona before. Like, what's the big difference? That's the main thing you have to adapt to.
The main thing you have to adapt to is just really how people navigate around Arizona. Like back at home, for example, everybody got houses and live in neighborhoods. So when you go outside and you see your neighbor outside, the proper thing to do is to say, you know, throw a hand, or you say, hey, how you doing? If you know them, you can converse with them like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I learned out there, you know, when I first moved there, I'd be going outside and I'd be speaking to my neighbors. My neighbors, they'd be hanging up in the house. Like, they wouldn't even look at me. They'd be open their car door, shut the door, go in the house.
For real?
Yeah, even if you speak it, even if you speak to them. So you may think like, damn, dang, what I do to them?
Yeah.
Like, what I do to them? You know, because naturally, coming from an environment where we come from, respect is huge.
Yeah.
It's huge, you know. So you would think like instantly what I do to them, or it's got to be a problem. But I learned throughout the time being there that most of the time that's not the case, man. Like that sun is treacherous.
Yeah, I heard the heat there is like another whole nother level.
Yeah, the heat crazy. So what I learned was don't nobody come outside during the day. You know,
Like during, like working hours during the day, like.
I mean, you got your kids, you get home, or you got your kids, they normally get home from school anywhere from, I would say, and I'm counting, when I say school, I'm counting elementary
Yeah.
to high school.
Yeah.
So I'm saying in that window from 3 to 6,
Yeah.
if you go outside
It's
and
over.
you try and interact with anybody, it's going to be over. Because everybody spend most of their time in the house. They don't come outside until it's dark out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, like, is it just like that during the summer, or is it like all the seasons getting there hot? Like,
Nah, and that's what I was saying. I had to learn the culture. So only through May, June, July, August, you might get looked at crazy. Like, what you doing out here talking to me? I'm trying to get in the house. But, you know, the other months it's pretty cool because you get nice weather. The sun's not bad. You got to think. You just got off work. God forbid you got AC in your car. Because if you driving home, you ain't got no air.
It's been ugly here though. Like, if you don't got no air.
Man, I wore a sweater to a wedding. They laughed at me. I was cold. They don't understand. Coming from 115-degree weather
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
you know, mid 80s, low
Yeah.
91s, 70, 60 is considered like
I'm freezing down there.
a 60, 50 day down there to me. So, you feel me?
Yeah.
I don't know. My biggest thing though was getting acclimated to the culture, just learning how people navigate down there. Like I thought it was a problem, but I found out you want to get in the house. I don't care what's going on. As soon as you get out the car and it's 115 degrees, bro, you be getting in the house. You know, and you open up your door and you be like, it's nice outside. You actually open the door and peek outside.
Okay.
Like that's the only thing. But being out there, people friendly. I would say they more private. Everybody here in Indianapolis, they know your business. That's because Indianapolis is so small, and I can genuinely say that Indianapolis is small. For example, during this pandemic, I don't know how I could have made it being in the house in
Like being
Indianapolis.
here in the house.
For real, yeah.
Why you say that? Like, what you mean, like?
Because even if you wanted to go drive or you go sightsee, the destination is so short.
Okay.
If I wanted to go from out east to downtown, I'm only, you know, it's really like a hop, which is Shaylin, a skip, which is Emerson, then a jump. You're downtown. It's literally a hop, skip, and jump, and you there. You know what I'm saying? So, like at least there, you got Cali, you got Vegas, you got New Mexico, and then you just got the environment itself. You can actually drive around and sightsee and see some stuff. And you don't really gotta spend no money to do that.
Bailey said he on the highway at noon.
Tell him what's popping.
Do you feel like I heard you say like here, like everybody kind of know your business and stuff. Do you feel like that's just like here in Indianapolis, or you feel like that's gonna be like everywhere you go type of deal?
I can't talk for everywhere, but the two places that I'm at, I can see the difference.
Like it's a big difference.
It's a huge difference. Like the gap is from like 0 to 71.
Okay.
That's a huge gap on the scale from 1 to 100. And the only reason why I say that is because it's so big out there, so much space.
So much to do.
It'll literally take you 45 minutes to get across town.
For sure. And yeah, Bailey, you get your shout out, man. Shout out to my homie Josh Bailey. He gonna be on the show. He You know what I mean? He on the move too. I gotta bring him in here one by one. They be on the move. You know what I mean?
They knocking on the door.
Yeah.
You better get on Couch Talk. I'm trying to tell you where it's gonna be at.
So look, okay. So in another situation, we're gonna switch topics a little bit, man. Like, okay, so here, you know, we had that kind of like that crazy shooting with that young teen. You know what I mean? He was running away from the cops. Some people saying he had a gun, some people saying he didn't. You know what I mean? We kind of still don't know what all happened. Are y'all getting that there? Like that same type of like, you feel the tension built up? Like with the police?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's tension because I lived on the East Coast all my life. So my perspective on the West Coast cops had always been what I saw or always been what I heard.
Okay.
So, for example, you hear police beating up people. You hear about police in California or Arizona, they shoot suspects. But being down there, I learned why. I'm not going to justify this situation because I don't know it. We'll elaborate on that a little bit more. But speaking as far as for Arizona, like you don't got to have no permit for a concealed weapon. You could go to the store. You can go to the gun store. You could purchase you a gun and be legally.
Word?
Yeah, you can. You could be legally ordained to carry that gun. It's yours. Like only if you hiding it, you got to tell the officer, hey, you know, I got a gun and that's the situation. Yeah. But here you go to a gun store, you buy a gun and you caught with it. You got to have a permit. It's over.
Bro, I gotta tell you something too. I done had a pistol for like 6 years, and I just got my permit like 2 weeks ago, bro.
That's cool though, but now you see you gotta carry it. It's not
that's
cool.
What I'm saying. I done had it like on me, like pulling up to clubs and all of that. And people down, a couple of my friends was like, bro, if you get caught, it's over.
That's negligence on your part.
It's over.
It's over for you.
It's over.
Be in a mix like that, so
it don't even matter if you in a mix.
You fired that mud. It's over.
Listen, it don't even matter if he fired it. You could be
if he got pulled over with no permit.
You could be the general. You could be the general manager, Nestle, and you get caught with your gun. They gonna treat you the same way as a felon with a gun. They gonna be like, you ain't supposed to have this. What? They gonna be looking at you crazy. Out there, you might get a bubble gum and some water. Be careful, boy.
And speaking of that, man, I gotta put y'all on game if y'all ain't know. So speaking of the water situation, did y'all see the story that just transpired with the dude, the 17-year-old shooting the people and then walking off?
Walking past the police
and he got water. I did see that video. I really ain't tapped into that bag yet, but what I saw, I ain't liked it.
I ain't like it, bro.
It makes you. I would say this, cause I can't say any time a person do like that is frowned upon. But how I see it, what he did after, you know, he went and got the water. They ain't even say nothing to him about the gun, but they say everybody has the right. But that's an argument. It's different levels to it. You see, so. I don't think anything of it. I like.
So you like looking at the two different videos. Like we clearly like saw. Well, the two videos that I'm talking about is the guy like that got shot in the back, right?
Blake
walking to his car, blatantly shot in the back 7 times. Versus the white dude that was chasing a cop like around the car down near you.
And took off in his car.
I ain't know all that.
Yeah, he jumped in the cop car.
Okay, so do you feel like is a difference with the way like black people are treated versus like white people are treated?
It's always been that way.
I mean, realistically, it's always been that way. Because even if you're not doing nothing, you still perceived a certain way just by the color of your skin. Being a black man hard.
On everything, like when I say that, like people don't like. I got a lot of white friends. I got a lot of black friends, right?
We diverse.
Yeah. So like when we speak about like these different situations, like all right, I'll give you an example. I'm gonna ask both of y'all. When you get pulled over, are you nervous? Like, damn, I might get shot or some shit like that.
I'm a rebel, so no.
You ain't thinking like
that. It's me or him.
Okay.
See,
but you're still thinking like it. You're thinking
survival
of it. Yeah, you're thinking of it escalating past just whatever violation is. You thinking
I'm
like, damn,
gonna tell you, most of the time when I get pulled over, I don't even think I'm wrong.
So you a whole different type of
He's
nigga,
speeding,
yeah.
don't care. I ain't
Okay,
wrong.
G.
Where was you going? I was speeding because I was in a rush. What would you do? That's,
So, okay, G, what about you? When you get pulled over, do you, in your head, you
Bro, I
thinking
instantly
like,
call
this
my
nigga-
lawyer.
Both of y'all niggas is...
Bro, I'm instantly on the phone with my lawyer.
instantly, you call him like, who you on the phone
Bro,
with? I'm talking to my
Demo
lawyer.
said white people can do whatever they want.
They can. Bro, the dude, if you right now get pulled over and you and the cop out there tussling, he gonna shoot you. You just seen a white dude tussling with the cop, and the cop didn't even go for his gun. Not even his taser.
Yeah.
He didn't go for none of that, bro. He was fighting with him. And then there's another picture going around now. They got a dude in handcuffs, and they giving him water. They cuff us up, bro, and they putting their knees in our backs. Bro, they putting us in chokeholds, and we in cuffs. Bro, they fear what they don't understand, and they don't understand us. Y'all brought us over here, and y'all still don't understand us. We trying to survive. That's all we know. It's like everybody be like, oh, this person got millions. They're still trying to survive.
Yeah, that's still,
You know what I'm saying? It's still survival, because if they get pulled over by the wrong set of cops,
with the same shit,
it's
like
on.
everybody do.
Yeah, but it's like this. I'm a millionaire. Bill Gates' sons is millionaires, right? I'm going to get harassed. Even though they know my daddy could be Michael Jordan, I'm going to get harassed.
Yeah.
Bill Gates' kid, here, go home.
You gonna get harassed just because Michael Jordan your dad.
And on top of that, and he builds prisons. So they still gonna come after me.
All right, look, let me ask you this. So every time we bring up the whole like police brutality versus black people, a lot of black people are bringing up, and white people are bringing up like black people killing black people. Do y'all feel like that's two separate things, or do y'all feel like
It's two separate.
I consider that two separate things, because as a black man to help your community, the stuff people be killing each other over for, it don't even be worth it.
Right.
If you sit down and you think about it, you'll rather do 300 years over $1,500 when you got 365 days of the year to make $1,500. You're going to have more happy days than you're going to have sad days. And I'm going to tell all the brothers out there with beef, it ain't worth it.
I agree. It's not, bro.
You
It's
gotta
like you
set
said,
the
we literally
example.
kill each other.
It start with us. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, that's just an excuse. That's a reason to combat with the actual problem. It's been a problem since black people existed.
Bro, black people been going at each other for who knows what. Crips and the Bloods, you know what I'm saying?
But
it's just we.
That's more so territorial.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but that's just
speaking.
us going at each other.
Right.
A cop pulling me over and then shooting me. What'd you shoot me for? Because I wouldn't roll down my window all the way for you. So you shot through my window and shot and killed me. Like he said, $1,500. Some black people look at that like, hey, you sunning me.
I'm about to go get you.
Yeah, bro, you trying to hold me. So let me come get my money. You know what I'm saying? Whereas he said, I got 365 days. And it put like this. If somebody does something to me
I'd rather kill somebody
in 6 months, I still got 182 days to make $1,500. By any means necessary. I can sell water.
You think like we just like acting on emotion, like for that?
Yeah, emotional. Yeah, I think it's very important too. Emotions. I'm glad you tapped in on that.
Dude.
Mentally, emotions are wear on you. Get that. Get checked out, man. You may not think you have a problem. You may not think you have a problem, but I always get people asking me, like, man, you be so level-headed in certain situations, just because I look at everything 3 different ways. A definite yes, a definite maybe, because there's nothing wrong with not knowing. And then there's a no. Like, nah. When somebody tell you no, no is no. So,
go ahead, keep going.
As far as that aspect, I think emotions play a big part, because people be emotional now.
Very emotional right now. And it's a lot, bro. It's a lot to handle. And it's like he said, man, being a black man is a hard thing.
Facts.
It's hard, but it's also pride. Pride plays a huge part. in
People
a
gotta learn
lot
about
of it.
pride. Pride go deep.
It's a lot, bro.
Okay, so look, let me ask y'all this, because I got a lot of this too. So, what would you say to your white friends and white family? You feel me? That's on our side. That's like, hey, this ain't right. That's standing up for us. Like, what advice would you give them? Because I feel like they kind of caught in an awkward situation, awkward spot, because they 100% rolling with the cause too. Because I know people that's like, nah, I'm standing up. Like, that's wrong what you doing. What kind of thing would you say to them? Because now they caught between, you might show them love, but Joe, you know what I mean, right next to you, looking at them like, nah, that's a motherfucking white person. Nah, fuck them. So what would you say? Because they kind of caught in the awkward spot too.
Then if the person looking at them saying fuck them, they need to check themselves.
Right? Be prepared. That's the best thing I can tell them. Be prepared.
Be prepared for what?
Be prepared.
Just rolling.
Because
that dude that got killed, he was a white dude.
Yeah.
But he was protecting black people. He was out there for the cause. of
Yeah,
black
he
people.
died for a good cause.
But
His
that's
name
what
was.
But he had to be prepared. You got to be prepared for what comes with
Yeah,
it.
so
Yeah,
much
like-
hate, so much hate.
Yeah.
Like you said, emotions. They feel that they should be on their side. That's the only way for a person to commit a crime like that. A crime as heinous as that. That's hate. Hate. That's hate, bro. How you gonna if you gonna hate a man because you know he's for the injustice of a black man, bro? That's pure hate.
That's
You
no
can't.
heart.
How can you prepare for hate? You could be the most loving person in the world. They killed Jesus.
Facts.
You feel me?
Mhm.
Okay, let me ask y'all this:
That's hate.
Are y'all able to? Y'all go into a restaurant. Don't nobody say nothing, right? Are y'all able to feel if the people that's working there racist or not?
Yeah, you could pick it up.
That's why I wanna, okay, so look, but this I gotta put it in a term to where a person that don't know can't understand. I know we know.
I mean, but you gotta
But
think
some
about
people
it.
don't
Some
know
people
that
said bad habits. How many black people go out and tip?
Not a lot.
Exactly. So how can you fault them? How can you be mad at somebody that stereotype you as soon as you walk through the door? Black people don't tip. Get your tips up.
10 black people go in there.
Black people rude. Get your manners up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I don't know. I don't never go into a situation thinking somebody racist or not. I always go into a situation making sure that I'm mannerable and I'm polite. That's the first
That's
thing.
it.
The first thing you could give a person before you could give them money, before you could give them time, is respect. Because when you go to them, you ain't gonna say, "Hey, such and such and such."
Nah.
This you gonna say, "Excuse me, cause you get this for me." So the first thing you give a person is respect.
So that's where it gotta start with. on
Yeah,
both
so
sides.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
always
man.
start with respect. You gotta set the playing field. If you go in disrespectful, can I get this? I'm gonna get you that. I know if I'm a waiter,
It's
you
coming
ain't
off.
even gotta be white.
The energy
you can
you
be
give
white
me-
or black.
the energy you give me,
the
I'm
same
giving back.
energy you give off, you gonna get back. That's why I always
But
hear
you know
people.
what's crazy though?
What?
Like my godfather, RP, my godfather, man, Rico Lloyd. He
R.I.P.
always taught me to, even if you get that rude person back, you still gotta like show the love, cause it really ain't about them, it's about you.
Yeah, when you get your food. You don't want. You don't
I don't
want to
want
be.
no
Eating,
hair,
you
I
don't
don't
want to
want
be
no
eating
spit.
a butter loogie. Talking about this biscuit good. There ain't a heart on it. Nah,
Make
you
sure
always
you
get
read
be
that
respect.
comment, G.
Josh said.
Because
Bailey said manners and respect.
yeah, you always go. I mean, even if a person come to you, they say love conquers all. So if you constantly show them respect, yes sir, no sir, I would like to have that. Even if they had ill intent in their mind, it'll change their heart.
Can't, bro. You
Like,
can't.
dang, man, they were so nice to me. Like, how could I do them like that? And then you got some people it don't matter. Them the people we talking about. But then if I sense that they nasty, we not eating there. I done took my family
gone.
out somewhere and been like, man,
Yeah, bro, I done
bro.
dipped.
I ain't never did.
I done did. Psh, I
I'm
named the
gone.
place. You want to know the place? Sunny Village. Yeah, it's a breakfast place. I went in that mug and I felt like They would hark on my food. I told my family, well, guys, this is not a good place to eat. Let's go.
I'm gone. Bro.
Went to Waffle House.
The energy.
Waffle House eat, by the way.
Because we come in, you know what I'm saying? You come in, they ask you how many. You say 5. You take it to your seat. Bro, I'm going right there, bro. I'm like 5. As soon as they seat us, thank you. Even if they ain't gave me my menu yet, thank you. As soon as they bring me my menu, cool. Thank you. Excuse me, can I get this? You know what I'm saying? I ain't like, hey, we ain't got no water. I'm like
I mean,
give
you
them
got
their
some
time
people
and shit.
that now in that situation when you like, hey, I ain't got no water. Now it's a waiting game.
Yeah.
If I'd have been sitting there for 30 minutes and I'd have been patient, my patience is gonna run thin. My hands get to going like this, and then, hey, can I get some water? And I'll beg you for some water. You feel me? So,
but it's all about respect, man.
So you feel like it's on both sides, like we as black people got to start checking like ourselves too.
Yes.
Like,
yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Of course, you gotta look in the mirror. Like I always do a self check in any situation, even in relationships. If somebody telling me something, I'm just in life. Period. I always do a self examination. First of all, was I nice? How was I looking? Body language, and then the tone, your manner. You know, so. First, you gotta look at yourself. If you look at yourself and you say you did everything that you were supposed to do, and you ain't had no malice in your heart behind it, then you not wrong. That person was, and
I've been telling people,
it happens that way.
A lot of people, it's like if I approach you in the street, you don't know me, I don't know you, and I'm like, excuse me, sir, can you give me $5? There's my car right there, so I can just get some gas to get home. Right. If I ask you that way, you might be like, all right, come on, I'm gonna walk down here with you, make sure you get the gas. But if I walk up to you, hey, I need some motherfucking gas, you're gonna be like, you're gonna reach for the strap. You're gonna think what's going on. So therefore, people gotta look at it. It's not that you say it, it's how you say it. It's not that you do it, it's that you did it.
I'm laughing because I took my buddy just recently to the gas station.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, and somebody said he gave him $1. That was enough to give him and his partner $1 apiece. Right. He looked at my guy and said, "This is all you gonna give us?" He old though. He like, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
He like, yeah. Hey, the 2 dudes tried to jump him. He boxed though. He done hit one of them, crashed him. The other one took off running, and he on the ground holding the money. He took it back.
Good. That's what they get.
Yeah, I done seen that. That was recent. That's what I call aggressive panhandle.
It's not that you say it. It's how you say it, bro.
It's how you say it. He got a couple more dollars. He said, hey, can you give us $1? Gave him 2. Then he said, this is all you going to give me?
Boom.
Cracking. They tried to go in his pocket. Thought he was old. He done hammered one.
Bop.
Bop, quick.
Nah, I feel y'all on that. My cousin gave me this great example. Like, I was at first I was always seeing like only my point of view, which we gonna tie into relationship situations.
Okay.
I was seeing my point of view, and she asked me. She said, "Ari, if I gave you your favorite meal right now, and if I brought it out on a platter, everything you want, right? A steak meal, right? If I brought it out here on a silver platter, gave you your food, treated you nice, would you take it?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "All right. Then if I brought that same meal on a trash can lid, would you take it?" I'm like, "Hell nah." She said, "It's the same meal." She feel me? So it's not what it is, it's how you present it. It's how you present it to the next person. So
if that trash can was clean and brand new, she just got it from Walmart.
I don't care what it
I'm
is.
taking it.
If it's on the trash, I'm not taking it. If it's in the trash, I mean, it's on the trash can lid, I'm not taking it.
I understand.
Have you ever, now think about what your cousin just said to you.
Right.
Okay. Have you ever, think of words, silver platter, trash can.
Yeah.
Have you ever gave somebody some shit on a trash can and now looking back on it, be like, damn, I should have gave them on a silver platter?
That's why she said it to me.
See what I'm saying? But that trash can, bro.
Sometimes you gotta take the trash can. That's all they.
You know what show I like?
What?
Undercover Boss. When they like the celebrities be the undercover and the people that work for them be talking shit. and be like, man, my boss is cheap as hell, bro. A dude down the corner getting it. Trash can, boom. No one, the boss is like, all right, cool, you do work hard. Let me give you this. But then he like, damn, this how they talk about me. So it's,
You just never know how a person.
I'm taking the trash
That's what I'm
can.
saying. You guys, on a type of
What they
question,
saying on there?
on a type of question like
What's
that,
that?
it's like
Whitney said he's speaking facts.
Okay.
on a special. I would say it's all occasional. I'll tell you right now, if I had to eat some spaghetti, and somebody just bought a trash can, they're like, damn, I ran out of paper plates, bro. But you can use a trash can; it's gonna get dirty anyway. I know it was brand new, bro. I might eat off that bit. Ain't no shame in my game.
But she was saying it from like.
You gotta speak of the context.
She was saying it from a figurative point of view.
But it's like he said, bro. We have to look in
You
the
gotta learn to
mirror.
adapt to different situations, bro. You gotta
That's
look in
too.
the mirror.
You gotta look in the mirror.
That's something like I can't say no because I done been out on my own. Like, and one thing, like you asked me, staying in Indiana and staying in Arizona, is there a difference? I heard somebody say you gonna fall in your own city. Like, I done moved away, so I don't have nobody to lean on. When certain situations transpire, I can't call my friend and be like, hey, this is going on. Or I can't call a family member and be like, hey, this happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, well, I can't say that I can't. Let me correct myself. I could, but the feeling's still the same versus me pulling up knowing that I got somewhere to go. When you ain't got nowhere to go, it puts you in a space where you got to think, is it worth it? Is it worth you saying no, not eating off that trash can if you hungry? You see what I'm saying? Like, situations they different, man. You got different stuff.
Y'all tune in. Y'all let us know how do
Different
y'all
stuff
feel,
happen, bro.
How do y'all feel
And it'll
about
make you
people talking,
it'll make you go.
emotions
so.
versus feelings. Let us know how y'all feel about that because it's a lot of things. And pride. We're gonna get into pride real soon.
Yeah, that's a big thing
But
with pride.
emotions
right
versus
there.
feelings, you got to know which one is which and how to control them. So let us know what y'all think about emotions versus feelings.
All right. So we gonna jump into.
You
now.
said you got a relationship topic, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. That's what we was swerving into. So like, all right. How are y'all handling relationships now versus like when we was in high school? Because I feel like now we done lived a little bit. You know what I mean? We done experienced different things. We done dealt with people. So now, how would you say you handle people versus back when we was in high school?
When you talk about relationships, can you clarify?
Okay, when I say just dealing with females in general, like you know what I mean, like going to, because a lot of people, like I feel like, well, me and S. Moss, and I'm sure you was the same way. We had a unique high school experience. We was like above the regular high school experience. Because I know, because I've been knowing you long enough. You're my brother, so I've been knowing. So how like
I ain't had no high school experience.
how have y'all adapted? Like
Very true, Daria. Very true.
what?
She said emotions will keep you hungry and lonely if you ain't careful.
Facts. That's definitely facts. So how would y'all say y'all have matured on dealing with
Different women?
Yeah.
I mean, when you in, I'll start because y'all went to school together. So I'll start. I mean, where I was at a predominantly white school. So it was, you had and they branched us in together. They blocked us in. So you had the black athletes and then you had the white athletes in the school.
Okay.
So it was a chain of command. It was a chain of command. So when basketball season was going on, even though I could hoop, my cousin was the star.
Okay.
So he got all the attention and I was
You was the
playing
wingman.
B. I was the
Sound
wingman.
A little bit like me.
You know what I'm saying? So, but when track season came around, he was the wingman. And so he was Robin, I was Batman. And I watched him during basketball season. So the way he would like finagle and charm women and do things, I'm like, oh, that's how you're supposed to do it. That's my big cousin. That's how you're supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? You keep one for every season. As I matured and got older, and I started, I don't say falling in love, but falling in lust. I realized that,
It's more about quality.
yeah, bro, it's about quality over
Well,
quantity.
That's why I was getting.
So now I'm more as tell Brian his auntie Poopy is wise in her old age.
Oh yes, she can.
So what I learned is now, bro, I don't need 5 different women to fulfill me. I'm okay with waiting for that one to come through and provide what I feel I'm missing in myself. You know what I'm saying? So we can grow and mold each other together.
Okay.
So I want quality.
S. Moss.
For me, bro,
you always been a quality fella.
it's always about quality to me. But you can have a bunch of quality things. So one thing is always about being true to yourself. So my whole thing
Thanks.
was where I start finding growth in myself is like when I was out in the world doing a whole bunch of stuff, dealing with, I wouldn't say X amount of women because each occasion was probably personal. But I just say if I was dibbling and dabbling, my biggest thing was just the personality in a relationship. Like I ain't never really had like no side piece or anything like that. So one thing about that, I learned that I'm a family type man.
Right.
I ain't good at running around with this woman, that woman, cause I ain't good at lying.
Mm.
That falls
So
in a lot of categories.
it does. And like if you got morals, values, and principles, I always was a man to stand on principles. Like it's just certain stuff you wouldn't do. So if I was dealing with something, like I tell the truth, like, hey, I got a girl, but I learn on the flip side of that, that women really don't care. I don't care if you got a girl or just like men don't care if a woman got a boyfriend. It takes a special kind of person to say, if you find in a mug, and I know I could if I push the issue, but because you with somebody, I'm not gonna do it.
Yep.
Right.
It takes a special kind of person to realize that. So when I started finding them values in myself, it was hard for me to kind of like sneak around, because I thought that was kind of lame. Like when I smack something, bro, I ain't trying to be in no car or anything like that. You feel me? Like
True.
I ain't, bro, because that's kid stuff. So
That's high school.
That's what I'm saying. Like what the difference.
the difference is, like I learned like what kind of man I was. I was a family man compared to a variety man. I ain't want to be out messing with a bunch of different people. I didn't want to be the one that was with a girl and then they be out there and have somebody whispering. You can't even have fun because you worrying about what somebody's saying.
Right.
Can't nobody say I've been in the inbox, say DM. Can't nobody say that I didn't text them. I mean, as far as to my understanding,
Right.
that I never try to slide, but I got those who on the slid on, and them relationships stay personal.
Yeah.
I don't consider it like that's my business and they business, and I'm gonna keep it at that.
So
But
Tyron said, keep it real with yourself as men. It's an ego thing. The more women you deal with, the more energy you got to produce. In turn, draining yourself. And then to follow up, he said,
Exactly.
if you into a relationship, your best bet is to eliminate the extras and tap in with that one.
yeah,
Solid.
so like I learned that, man, just being with one person and staying grounded go further than trying to be with 5 people and maintain the situation. It's gonna just like
It's gonna crash.
just like life, it's obstacles, bro. Somebody gonna have an issue.
You
It ain't gonna last forever. And if it do last forever, the one that you thought was gonna be there forever, when they leave, you gonna be crushed. And I ain't want that happening to me. That's
See?
why I straightened up.
I'm with him.
I got tired of my girl and all her friends getting married. I got tired of seeing niggas walking my girl down the aisle. I mean, brothers walking my girl down the aisle.
Hey, I'm with him. Because I had that one, bro, in the moment that it was just like, nope. Bro, I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then it's like you said, I had to go look in the mirror. What
Right.
did I do? Cool. But then I was naming off all these good things I did. I'm like, nah, what didn't I do? Because if I was doing everything that I should have done, she wouldn't have went. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying she left me for another dude or nothing like that, but you have to look at your, like you said, look in the mirror and evaluate yourself. Did I give 110? Did I give my all to her, or was I still kind of 90 here but 10 in the world? You know what I'm saying? Because that's all women really want, is for you to be 100 with them so they can be 100 with you.
Yeah, you gotta be 100 with yourself in order for a woman to be 100 with you.
Yep. You gotta be honest with yourself no
you
matter
can't
what.
be giving 50-50. You gotta give yourself 100%, and that's what I learned.
It's like dude said, if I got 4 women, I'm giving them each 25% of my energy. What happens that one day? What happens that one day that the one wants more time or energy? Or what happens, where's my time for self? I don't have it. I don't have time to breathe. Because as soon as I finish with this one, there's 24 hours in a day. That's 6 hours for each person. I don't have time to sleep, eat, shit, piss, nothing. Because as soon as those 6 hours is done, I got to go get this 6 hours. I got to go do another 6 hours. I ain't got no sleep. So I'm emotionally draining myself. So over time, you learn that you find the quality and the quantity in the one woman that you want.
And then think about it. Say you go to the movies with one girl, you take another girl out to eat, and then you go chill with another girl. Now you gotta explain within that block time what you was doing. What'd you do earlier today? That's too much lying in 24 hours. You know, lie. If you think about it, you know, lie 18 hours at a day.
You done.
That's crazy. I'm cool. That's like living a lie for real.
That's
like, but you got one girl, you tell them, hey, it is what it is. If they with it, then they with it. If they ain't, then you gotta move on. But
he said, don't be out here sneaking. That's a
don't
whole
be out
nother
here
beast.
sneaking. That's a whole nother, man, sneaking for 24 hours, bro. You done snuck, it's 24 hours in a day. You done snuck around for 18 of them. You ain't never got no time for yourself. You leave 1 hour for yourself. And that's, I made it through the day. You gotta do it again.
You gotta wake up and do it again.
Okay. And we gotta
That's too much.
Okay, and we got to keep it rolling too with the last topic, man, because I don't want it to be too long. This is another big topic that we got to go into, man. How do y'all deal with friends and family that cross y'all? That y'all been. First off, I want to hear both of y'all definition of what's a friend.
Man, a true friend to me is somebody that's gonna give you encouraging advice, not gonna lead you on the wrong path, no matter, you know, how a person feel about you, meaning the outside cast. They're not going to, a friend isn't going to tell you what you want to hear. Mm-hmm. They're gonna challenge you, and a good friend will let you make your own decision. Basically, let you make your own bed and lay in it. That's what a good friend is, in my eyes, is for. A friend ain't for you to make a decision. It's supposed to help you not make bad decisions.
Got you. All right, we're gonna put a pin in that. G.
I mean, when it comes to me and my friendships, loyalty is the first thing. Like, I want you to be loyal to me as I'm gonna be loyal to you. To piggyback off what he said, don't tell me what I want to hear, because that's not being loyal. You dick riding. So you're not really my friend. You just dick riding. For whatever I can get you, whatever you see I can lead you to, you dick riding. You a groupie. Tell me if I say something that's not right, stop me in my footsteps. Hey, bro, you wrong as hell, and let's combat about it. That's a real friend. Even if we get into an argument about, hey, nigga, fuck you, I'm gonna call you back and be like, bro, what the fuck we really beefing about? What was it for? Let's talk this out. A real friend is going to be combative with you. They're gonna tell you when you're wrong. But they're gonna be loyal. You know what I'm saying? None of my real, true, loyal friends have ever put me in a dangerous situation.
No,
they trying to lead me away from it. Like, hey, G, chill out, calm down. Let's go have a drink. Like, let's go chill. They trying to keep me away from danger. So your real friends, they gonna have your back, but your real friends are your worst critics.
Gotcha. All right, now I'm glad both of y'all said that. Now I gotta follow up with these questions. Now, y'all got family. And then you spoke on loyalty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got certain family, they don't necessarily have to, how do I say it, hold that loyalty to you because they're your family. You
Why not?
Now listen to the question. Listen to the question before you respond. They don't necessarily look at it like as if you got a friend, your true friend gonna always be loyal. Like, this my bro, I'm choosing to deal with this. You know what I mean? I'm choosing to have this as a friend. Family, they didn't choose you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they might not look at it the same way. So how do y'all deal with that family that don't look at y'all the same way, and not even so much as cross, but just do things that kind of rub y'all the wrong way? How do y'all deal with them? And I only ask that because I look at a lot of posts and I see well, fuck family too. You feel me? And fuck, I don't got nobody in this world. I'm by myself. So what advice would you give those type of people?
All right, so if you ever said F your family, you foul, you out of line, you out of pocket. That's where I'm gonna say that. You never, if that's personal enough, you're supposed to be able to call your family and tell them that. You should never, that should never hit the internet.
You never leave that.
And then my second thing, you already tapped on it. You can choose your friends, you can't choose family. That's one thing people don't realize. Like, you can choose your friends, you can choose who you want to be around, and you know who soothe you, but you can't choose your family. If they aggravate you, they still gonna aggravate you. Period. Like, you can't choose your family, man. So my thing is in that situation, because I just had a situation with one of my cousins. You know, a brother passed when he was real young. He had to move to New York. Then he came back and he like, damn, Tez. He like, man, I was talking to you, asked you about family stuff. You know, then all of a sudden you disappeared. You went nowhere to be found. So you blocked me on Facebook. I'm like, when was this? Because I just got a Facebook in 2015. I just got back on the social media platform. Yeah, I had just got off of it. So I'm telling him, G, I'm like, man, look, I found out that social media was too serious for me, or rather I took it serious than others, because somebody made some comments on Facebook that I didn't agree with, and I thought they was out of pocket. So I was like, when I see you, I'm gonna do something to you.
Now, Sadell is one of the real life persons.
Yeah, man, you gotta hit me with some real life, don't? Because I felt like, why you saying this in front of 1 million people? Rather, I had 1 million followers and not. You said something. So when I see you, it's gonna be on. And thank God it didn't happen in today's age, because you pull up on somebody now online, and then it'd be a different situation. It'd be a different scenario. But point of the story is, I handle my business, and there was a mutual understanding. And that person ain't never ever crossed me ever again. And we cool to a certain extent, but I had to let that person know, like, man, you crossed the line when you did that. Especially if you say that's your friend. That's why I had one of them friends that I thought was my friend that I found out wasn't my friend. And shit, I let bygones be bygones. Period.
G, your view, your perspective.
I mean, I done have family members I done had to fight with. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can't pick family. Family's family. Y'all gonna fight. Y'all gonna do everything y'all want to. But I hold my family to a standard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you my blood. I'm gonna love you forever. I ain't never gonna say fuck you. But I can't distance myself and get away from your negative energy. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. I'm not so far out the range that I don't know what you got going on, but I'm far enough to where I'm out of reach.
And that's like that negative energy that he spoke about. Like, I asked my cousin, how many times you came back to Indianapolis and alerted your family and said, hey, I'm in town? He said, never. I said, how can you be mad that family don't mess with you if you never told
the energy you put out.
Yeah.
Because for all these years, he been mad at me about something. I had to get off the internet when I found out it was too serious for me.
And
he didn't understand it until now. We had a mutual understanding. He's like, I get it now. I'm sorry for all these years. I thought I did something, but hearing that, I understand why now. So you always, the thing about friends and family, friends they travel, so you got to catch up to them. Family, most of the time you know where they at, so it's your opportunity right there to go seek them and fix whatever's going on. Friends, you don't gotta fix them with no
fix
friends.
that. Just like, and it's now that I'm in my age, me and my cousin, bruh, it was some hating stuff, some high school petty hating stuff. He told one chick that I was still talking to another chick, and then started dating the chick that he hated on me with. You know what I'm saying? So, but then he, you know what I'm saying, he went on to marry, do whatever. But I still, to the day, I've asked him, bro, why did you do that? I'm your cousin. You could have just said, gee, I want her. At that point in time, you knew I was talking to chicks. I wouldn't have said nothing to you. I'd have stopped talking to her. You know what I'm saying? So the fact and point that you did all of that, which added drama to my life that I didn't need, I'm like, cuz you negative. You know what I'm saying? But I told him, we just had a family member that died. I said, cuz I don't never want you to think that I don't love you. I love you. But until we can sit down and be men to men and talk about the issues that keep us from speaking, we just need to keep it at I love you. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Sometimes that's enough.
That's it, bro. Like his birthday is literally 5 days after mine. And happy birthday, I love you. He'll tell me, happy birthday, I love you. And we won't conversate no more past that.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. And all I did is asked him, you the older cousin. Let's have a sit down and talk about it. Like, let's talk about why you felt to do that. Let's talk about why I took the angle I took. So family.
Yeah, you supposed to be able to hash it out with family.
I love
friends.
What's the friends? Can you hash it out with them, or
Friends is a season. It's an everlasting season, or they had a season.
You
they
grow
passed.
apart.
But if you did something in a wrong, you were the wrong person. Then it's your job or your responsibility to fill that void. But if you ain't did nothing and the person got an issue, then it's on them.
It's on them.
Now with family, it's on both of y'all. Y'all both supposed to be like, damn, that's my family. How can I be acting like that?
Okay. Now we're gonna end it on this last topic, man. What's some advice you would have gave your younger self? Because we got a lot of young people watching this show too. So I try to leave them with game. Like all these stories and different events, like they listening and watching it, right? So what's one thing you would have told your younger self specifically on a mistake that you made in life? It could be anything. It ain't, you feel me?
One thing I tell my younger self is you don't have all the time you think. Like I know with me about to be married, I know a lot of people been asking, like, after all them years, what made you such and such, or what made you figure out she is the one? And I was like, man, I don't know, throughout time. Before I didn't know. Ain't nothing wrong with not knowing. Most people look at it like, you don't know. Like, sometimes you don't know. You just like, shit, I don't know. Whatever happens, happens. And that's the kind of mentality that people have. So anything that I would tell my younger self is, don't be afraid to make decisions because you ain't had enough time. I would make decisions instantly. You got some people that know right on the spot, and you got some people that don't know, and then you got some people that it takes time for them to know, and them be the people that probably went through something. So for the most part, I tell myself, man, you don't got time. Figure out what you're gonna do early.
Okay. G?
Time is precious. Time is precious. Savor the moments. Because my older self now, I look back and I look at my relationship with my father. I could have squashed the beast with him years ago. I didn't squash the beef with him till I was 25. So I had 25 years of beefing with this man over some stuff that I could have just set him and my mom down and talked about. Got it hashed out and did it. So I had 5 years to get to know my dad and enjoy him the way a father-son friendship is supposed to be. And then he was taken from me. So it's really, man, treasure time. Time is precious. Time isn't. You don't know. So I would tell myself, enjoy the moments.
Okay. And I'm gonna end it on. You gonna take us out of here after I say this? Or you gonna be there?
Oh, Pa, you ain't got no wild question for us. You know, they normally be looking for the questions at the
Okay.
end. You ain't looked up one for us. I don't want
Would
to.
you
I don't want to
rather?
cut myself. They
Would
want to
you
know.
rather?
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody be asking me like,
Alright, let me ask you.
what would you do on your bachelor? You ain't having no bachelor party. You
See?
ain't doing anything.
So what kind? You come up with it this time, then? Since you.
I mean, we found one, but there's just like we didn't get to ask him. He didn't come when we had the questions lined up.
Well, which one was that?
You know, would you rather be drugged by a car? The
We
bleach.
can ask Moss this because I want to know this. He's a deep thinker. So-
Okay, so we got to think about it. Okay, so
I'm gonna say.
you
I'm
remember
gonna say
it?
my-
I ain't getting drugged by no car.
No, I'm
And
not-
I
Hold
ain't
on,
selling.
I didn't-
I ain't selling no 55-inch TV either. Shit.
I'm gonna say this.
Shit.
I'm gonna say this to my younger self, and then we're gonna end with
Okay.
would you rather question. All right, if I told my younger self anything, it would be to live in the present. And I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of times I feel like, well, now I ain't gonna say people, me myself personally, I look back on I was either living in the past or I was too anxious about the future. I wasn't never savoring the time that was right there in front of me.
That's
So,
what it is about
yeah,
time.
So now I've learned to live in the right now. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's what I would have told my younger self. So now we can roll into the would you rather. And do I need to ask the question? Because I know this one.
Facts.
yeah, because your wording might be different. Because I just said drugged by a car.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
said I ain't
you
get drugged by no
So would
car.
you rather?
Nah.
Okay, here are your
Nah.
options. You done messed up the plug's money, right?
I ain't messing up no plug. No. You can't ask me that question.
This your predicament.
Man,
You
bro.
done messed up.
You don't mess up
Alright,
the plug.
Okay, listen.
Hold on, you gotta listen to the question,
You
though.
done messed up some money, right? They sit you down and they give you the options. These are your options. You don't got no other options but these. They sitting you down now. They like, look, you can get drugged by a car. We gonna go 20 miles per hour. That's your first option. We gonna drag you for 1 mile, 20 miles per hour. That's your first option. Your second option is we gonna cut you with small little razors and we gonna throw bleach on you. That's your second option. Or 60 seconds, you can put both of your hands on this table and we gonna beat your hands with a hammer for 60 seconds. Them is your three options. You don't got nothing else you gotta choose. What you choosing?
I ain't choosing none of them.
Nah,
You gotta choose, bro.
You gotta take one.
And I mess up on my plug. I'm
You mess
killing
up
that
on
nigga
my
if I mess up on my plug, bro. Yeah,
But you
right.
said he was a deep thinker. You said
I'm just saying, like, I ain't put myself in none of them
No, I'm
scenarios.
saying
It's hard to
you-
think like that if I'm like, cause bro, I'm thinking like right now, like nigga getting drugged by a car. If anything, I'm gonna be driving the car, trying to get away. If I get cut with a razor, first thing I'm saying, I'm fighting, so I'm getting one of them boxes. So it's gonna be two people
But they
cutting.
got- but they-
Then I'm thinking, like, you gonna throw some bleach on me? What if I was fresh when I went and met him? Look, feel me? You ain't fucking up these. Like, it's OB. And then you told me if I'm about to put my hands on the table and let him hit him with a hammer, that's
For a
giving up
minute.
right there. Y'all might as well kill me. Y'all might as well kill me. Ain't nobody doing that to me. I ain't running off on no plug. Ain't nobody about to do that to me, bro. I can't do that.
So you none of the above.
Hell nah.
he told you he was killing the plug.
Bro, I'm marking him. If I shoot up with my plug, I'm marking you. You ain't been dead yet, nigga. You not a plug. Period.
All right, man. We're gonna go out on that.
On
It's a
everything,
damn
bro.
game. Hey, nobody has ever gave us that answer before.
I ain't getting drugged. You see his airline I just got? You gotta get drugged like
Hey,
that.
he's not getting drugged.
Nah.
He said if you cut him, you're getting cut.
And then
cut
he
back.
put his hands
He
on the
said-
table, he gave up.
He gave up.
I gave
He said
up.
if he's fresh and you throw some bleach on him, it's war.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is.
These exclusives is over.
War.
It's war.
Don't throw no bleach on him.
Shit, you step
It's
on
war.
my shoes. You better ask person step on my shoes. It's war, bro. I swear.
Hey, we gotta go out on that one.
Hey man, so look, man, it's your boy G. You know, my boy Beat Thrash 101 behind the mic. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. We are the most dynamic duo. 1 minute is him on the picture, 1 minute is me. Y'all know how we do. Couch Talk 101. We got the fam here in the building. S Moss. You know what I'm saying? Moss 745. You know what I'm saying? Following, get linked in with him. And yo, this couch talk, baby. We back.
Yes, sir.
God hell, man. Y'all be